What's cooking, guys? It's a Salukie. We're walking right now on the coast of Tel Aviv, and I have a special guest for you today. His name is Daniel. He was with me in the special forces in Yahalom. He robbed a bank. He was in jail and in house arrest for a couple of months. So let's hear his story. How would you introduce yourself, man?
How are you cooking, guys? I'm Daniel Dvir. I grew up in the north of Israel, like my friend here. Me a little bit in the south, but pretty close. I have a lot of strange hobbies, like close-up magic or do it flips or dance like Latin dances. And I have a lot of, I think, weird things like hobbies and regular stuff to do. Robbing banks also. When I was younger and I have bad times, I did extreme things, extreme measurements, like robbing a bank, like moving and do a lot of different jobs. Right now I'm more mature, I'm on my way, on my way right now.
Yeah.
On the right path, I hope so. And I learn from each step, I learn. Right now, this is all the purpose.
So we should start off with the first thing that people are probably the most curious about. How did you end up robbing a bank? And what did you do exactly?
Yeah, I robbed a bank 3 years ago. It was an idea of one morning that I just came up with. I was in an illusion to myself that I said, it's okay to rob a bank, nobody will hurt, fuck the guys, the big companies. Yeah, fuck the system, I need the money from my mother. Actually, this is the introduction, the basic. I moved back to my mom after 3-4 years. I didn't live with her, and I'm the little child. So I just got to know that she has a lot of debt, on the house, and she's hearing loss, so she cannot work. Yeah, she don't hear. So I just stressed, and after 2 weeks I live with her in the north. I just decided I got my uniform from the army and
You robbed a bank with IDF?
With IDF uniforms. I have 2 bags, one civilian one, this one, and one IDF one, that I have my things, and I go to a forest and put my civilian things, and with my army. Yeah, I went. Yeah, my English is.
No, it's okay.
Comme ça. Yeah. So I gather, and I just didn't know what to do, and I wait until the bank closed. 1 minute after, I just came in with a paper that says give me money, I'm sorry, and she was so nervous. She said give me money, and after less than 1 minute, that I remember for 10 minutes for sure, but it was 40 minutes. I have actually the video that's from the bank.
From the bank.
Security cameras, yes. After this 1 minute, I see the manager of the bank come to me, he was a tall guy, and just grab the bag of the money and just got over with the electric bicycle.
Wait, you grabbed the money,
grabbed the money,
and you left with it.
And we love the electric bike.
And I also read that you did it with a plastic gun, right?
Yeah, I have a gun, a baby soft one.
Yeah.
But I didn't use it. I didn't it was in my bag, but I didn't I don't want to I felt so uncomfortable in this situation that I said to myself when I start, you're never gonna do this again. It was so stressful, so uncomfortable, so the situation is shit on me in once, this is happening, and oh shit, just go out of there, change my clothes, wait for an hour, 1 hour in the forest.
How did they catch you, in the forest?
No, after 4 or 5 hours, I go back home and I change all the stuff, but it was winter. So all the bicycle on me was covered in mud, so I stopped in the middle of a street, near Ikea or something. And they saw me, start asking questions, why are you here, and that's all. And after a couple of minutes, they
What do you
just...
mean by why did they start asking you questions? What you're doing in
I was in riding the bike against the way of the road, it's illegal.
Yeah.
So they just saw me, and they started to write me a ticket about the non-helmet, and it's not okay to do it, it's not illegal. And I said, please God, give me a ticket, please God, give me a ticket. Because they gave me a ticket and I ran away because all the money was in my bag and all the IDF uniform was in my bag, everything was in my bag. So I just only the note I destroyed and put it in several trashes because fingerprints and stuff, that's what I think. But all the morning before I did rob the bank, I just think about until I robbing, not the moment after.
Yeah.
And the moment after just hit me.
And you decided that very morning to do it?
Yes,
Which city in Israel was this in?
Kiryat Bialik,
Bialik.
Near Haifa, yeah. When they took me to the police station, so many cops just come to me with their phone and pick up, yeah, we caught him. I remember they smile, the officer, a female officer that was such no respect, and I was feel the shittiest, all my life is I didn't think about that option. Mr. Strange see all the options, so Like I don't have that open in my mind. And they give me like 3 hours, didn't do nothing, and I was all over covered in mud.
Why were you covered in mud?
Because I was got with a bicycle like from the forest to my home there is a river. So I told to myself, don't go from the streets, let's go from the forest. So because winter I don't know this area that was a so deep river, so I just everybody mud like, because it's shitty river.
And actually, like, so as I said, we were together in the army, and in Yahalom, this special unit, you have some special forces. You have something called a unit, and it's about 14 people. Our expertise was entering the tunnels that Hamas digs in Gaza.
Yeah, like you're. I was in a different profession.
Yeah,
like
but never mind. Like,
yeah. Let's
Yeah,
don't collaborate.
And friends from that unit send me memes of you having robbed a bank. You react to you robbing a bank.
Yeah.
So they made memes and they showed up in the court with t-shirts with.
Yeah. I have like a meme that from Greece, like after I got free from the army, like released from the army, that I'm like with my ass like naked and see my face like that, and they put a gun in my hand and say like what I wrote and the note from the secretary in the bank.
Yeah.
Like it says like, I'm sorry, give me the money, I'm sorry, something like that. And they were like, my ass all over the place with hairs. Everybody was in shock. Everybody was in shock. Like
You're a good kid, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
In Israel, if you join the special forces, you're considered a good kid. You're considered Melech Haaretz, the salt of the earth. It's true.
Yeah. Like any mean, I think I was responsibility, and I have like I'm a serious guy, like Sahi, but
Sahi means somebody that doesn't smoke weed, but that's a lie, man.
It's like serious guy, like a serious guy.
Yeah.
Like before the bank, I didn't actually smoke weed.
By the way, where does that word come from? It's Arabic, no? Sahi.
Sahi, yeah.
And it means
conscious.
Yeah, conscious.
conscious.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
conscious.
So like everybody, like mostly my close friends know that I have like a crazy side, like a little bit crazy side, like a criminal side, but they never thought like this is what's gonna happen. But some of my friends, they know it and come to other friends and came, you know what Daniel did, that Daniel in the police. And immediately say that he robbed a bank. Yeah, like they guess it. But I think this act don't say who is Daniel, but it's one thing like a little bit because it's such a big thing, but it's just one. Like I'm not a thief, like I'm not, but
shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens. Like,
yeah.
To understand my situation, like my mental situation, I released from the army, and after 6 months, I work in my dream job. I was a guide for teenagers, and
What
something.
kind of guide? Like tour guide?
Not tour guide, like there is thing a mechina. It's 1 year before the army that you volunteer to do, that you
Like a preparation.
yeah preparation, but you don't have to do it,
Yeah.
and it's like for you like an act of like kindness, like you volunteer mostly with
you-
elders
lots of
and kids.
volunteering, and there's also something called Shnat Shirut, which means year of service that you can do before you join the army, where you go volunteer in different places. I don't know, in En Gedi, like where there's nature and stuff, or you go in the boarding school that I was in. There were always 6, 7 shinim. They're called because it's shin Shnat Shirut, the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet of that. And yeah, they just like in my boarding school, I had volunteers that kind of like helped, you know, watch over us and make sure that we're in line. It was like a prison. But anyway.
Yeah, so I did it 1 year before the army in the city Akko. It's like Arab and Jews together, but this is different stories.
Yeah.
So all my army service, I just think about the mechina, and after I got released, I did it finally. But after half a year, like 6 months, there was a situation like a lot of stress, and I have a girlfriend like for like a long-term relationship, like 1 year had, yeah. 1 year and a half, and I have a lot of stress and a lot of things in my mind. So I quit and also end up with my girlfriend like in 2 weeks.
Broke up,
Yeah, broke up and moved back to my mother, like I said, and everything was so too much. So I was really, really emotional. So when I know about like my problems of my mother and like feeling really shit like in the situation, like I didn't see a lot of hope like from money aspects. So no, nothing. From money aspects, that I think I need the solution right now. I need the solution, and I hate to stand on the fence. I have to do something. So this is the first thing that came on my.
Did you go to a psychiatrist after it happened?
After that, like I just
Like,
move
do
a
you
little
think
bit.
it was a psychotic break, or do you think
Yes.
it was intrinsic?
I think it was like one moment of a break, but a lot of things like come up there. Like it's not like out of the blue.
Did you suffer with mental health, like in
Before I know, like I grew up in a shitty parenting, no, also shitty neighborhood, but it's not that. Like what most affected me, like as a kid, as a teenager, it was like my mom and my lack of my dad. Like he wasn't there most of the time.
Yeah. You went to buy milk and he never came back?
No, he just was a truck driver, so he
has to do his hours.
work from the morning to the night, and my mom like say to him all the time, don't come to my education with the kids, like don't say to me what to do. And she was a shitty mother. Like I love her, I really respect my mother, but she didn't do what she does. My lucky that I am the little guy, so and only the man. I have a bigger sisters, so she was soft with me. She didn't know what to do, so I just broke and did whatever I want most of the time.
Yeah.
But I was a good.
Like as a teenager?
Yeah, as a teenager, but I was in a
For
good.
example, like you were a good kid?
Yeah, I was good. For example, in 6th grade, I broke up from the house, from the window, like a couple of times, but only once she catch me, and I was really grounded for a month or something. But like a little bit, but not like so unusual back then.
How was it like growing up
Hello,
in
hello.
that part of Israel? At the time?
I really like the north. Like I grew up in the north, like so a lot of ground houses and open spaces, and I really like to travel in the green thing, like not in the desert of Israel, more in the north, like river and stuff and springs. It was really like calming, like you know your neighbor, like you know the environment, you know the Haifa, you know Accra, you know like the forest near to your house. So like it's not the big city like here in Tel Aviv. I live here half a year now, and I know only like the neighborhood and a little bit from Tel Aviv. Yeah.
How much is your rent?
2,600.
This is Jaffa, by the way. We're right next to Jaffa, which used to be a completely Palestinian city before 48. And then they kicked them out, and now there's not that many Arabs left over here, but there's still like good food, good Arab food, and good vibes, you know. But that deserves a different video. Let's go back to the robbery. So when you were arrested, what were the chain of events? What happened next?
Like the local police office, then they interrogate me, and then they bring me after like 6 hours. They bring me like the free lawyer, and he tell me like confess, say the truth. Like up till that point, I see the lawyer. I just shut up and didn't say nothing. Like nothing. They asked so many questions. I didn't know.
Good.
And he said
you pled the fifth. It's called.
I said like this is for like a sure thing to do. But they told me like if you like in silence, it say maybe you guilty. I say okay, maybe do whatever you want. And the lawyer like really pressured me. Just say you're a good guy. The judge will love you. Okay, you don't have a criminal record before, and this was a mistake because how they were.
Wait, so how quick did the court case? Like how long?
Like after I think 1 month or 2 months.
And what were you doing in those 1-2 months? What were you doing?
First, like the outcome. Like after 2 months, like they know everything. I confessed. I tell everything. I did like a recap in the bank, but they stretched the trial so much, like the punishment, until the 2 months. In the first month, I was like in the first week, I was in the jail, but it's like in the station. It's like the first jail because without you don't have a guilty charge. Like you don't know what guilty in. You just like say you are doing something wrong. And every day you're in a different room with no lights, like no food at all. Like for example, from 1 week, like the first week in my room, I didn't know if it's a day of light or like for another day, like for a whole day, I eat half a cucumber, 1 slice of bread, and a small cheese, like white cheese, for all day.
Yeah.
And all the week, I like once a meal, like everything, and I barely eat. My mental was like shitty. Don't sleep at all. Like you don't have bedrooms.
Were there people there with you?
Yeah. Really, too much people. Because
In the same cell?
Yes. And most of the time.
Where did you shit? Where did you crap?
For my luck, I was in a room in the first couple of weeks that is like a psycho. It's not really psycho, but there
for
is a
like
bedroom there.
psychiatric.
Yeah, more psychiatric. And they bring so many weirdos because in the jail there are a lot of like gangs, like most Arab gangs. So because I don't have any criminal record, they put me like in a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like sometimes in the car they took you to the court, judge you from time to time. They put me like in the really shittiest place. It's closed like 2 people, and the one that was with me, was with me in the thing. Murder, like 5 people.
Wow.
Like he was an Arab from Abu.
Israeli Arab.
Israeli Arab.
El Fahim.
He was like a chill dude. Like we talk like it was an hour of a thing, and he was a good. Like I told him, and everybody in jail, in every place I came, they told me, what do you do? Rob a bank? No one believed me. No one. And they like laugh. If you want money, just grow up weed. What do you go rob a bank? There is no
Sell
money
weed.
there. Yeah, sell weed. And like I didn't know.
And that's right, they only gave you 10,000 shekels, eh?
Yeah. Less than 10,000 shekels. It's like so crazy.
So this Arab guy who you made friends with, why did he kill 5 people?
He told me from what I remember that it was like something about family honor.
So initially when you were arrested, like, were most people Jewish or Muslim or what?
It really depends like where in the part of the arrest. How I got longer, like more serious jail, it was more hours. For example, my permanent jail that I was 2 weeks or 3 weeks, 80 or 90% was like only one cell out of 20 was a Jewish. And also we have one Arab from Nahariya. Like
Yeah.
everyone was
And where was the jail in Israel?
that was in the Gilboa.
Ah.
That was like the best best jail I was. We have
Wait. So you were arrested, you were in the police station in Kiryat something, and then in Kiryat Bialik, and then you went to actual prison.
Yeah. It was like
In the
semi-prison.
Gilboa, that one, the
Yeah,
home.
No, it was before the Gilboa. I was in a jail, but like temporal, like before they send me to the permanent one.
So you were in 3 different cells.
Yeah, more, but mainly.
Yeah.
Like 3 places.
Yeah.
And the first thing was like the shittiest, like the shittiest physical and minded I did ever. Like more than Tironot Yechida, like more the boot camp
In the special forces.
That was really fucked up physics, but in your mind was I am a fighter, I am a warrior, I do it for the right cause.
Yeah, and just for some context, like in the Tironut Yechida of Yahalom, it's kind of like advanced boot camp. They fuck you up your ass. Like you have to crawl on mud, on rocks, naked. It's crazy. Yeah, we both went through it.
For one example, one night they wake up like with fires and grenades and tell us from your bed, 1 minute, get up like underwear or something and go to the firing station.
Yeah, you
it's
have
1 kilometer, like you remember, like on the mount, and whoever come to that after 1 kilometer, go back to bed.
Oh, like to crawl 1
Yeah,
kilometer.
to crawl. It was like all night.
Yeah, I remember.
It's only one night.
Trust me, I remember.
yeah.
Anyway, back to the story.
So the first 2 weeks that you change cell and everybody's so different and you don't eat and you don't know what is the future. Like I don't talk with anybody except the lawyer. Like no my family, anyone.
Yeah.
I didn't see the news, nothing.
Did you have a phone?
No, nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. The first 2 weeks you don't have rights at all. And after 2 weeks I get a cell phone and like money a little bit in the cantina, like the store of the jail. And after I get the charges, I was 5 days with more 10 Arabs, like in a room, and after that to the Hermon mountain.
So how was it with Arabs?
10 Arabs that I was, like it was the most Arabs I was in the cell, come in the middle of the night, so I don't have nothing, it was winter, it was so cold, so one Arab in the morning just threw me like a wet blanket.
Yeah.
Like, and after that another Arab come to me one day after, you don't deserve it, like why did you take it? Like I don't take it, just was like given to me.
Yeah.
Like it was, they like eat in separate, they don't accept me to eat with them, and they got the food like from the jail, and I didn't get nothing for 5 days. Like a teenager Jew that do a drug thing, like was 18.
Drug dealer.
He was like take out of me for bread or something.
Yeah.
But after 5 days, he changed to the Hermon.
Yeah. I wear Nike, not Fila.
Yeah, and there,
Drug
back
dealer.
there.
Drug dealer, I wear Nike, not Fila.
So in the jail, I just consisted, give me a Jew room, give me a Jew. I pray. I put a yarmulke with the Jewish.
I'm religious.
Yeah, I'm religious. I was like, I do it the Shabbat, I put food every day. Because when you're in the lowest, in the shittiest, you just need something for hope. So they back me with 5 Jews and 1 Arab. And the Jews was like so funny and fucked up guys. Like one was
What
Ethiopian,
did they do?
One was Ethiopian.
Yeah.
He jumped 5 stores when he do a breaking. Like to have 5 stores, he jumped to break up the police. And
To
they
run
caught
away
him.
from the police?
Yeah. But they caught him like one day after.
What did he do?
Just stole, rob a house.
Oh, okay.
Because the police come to the house and he jumped from the balcony. One was the Arab from Nahariya that set up fire on a car.
Yeah.
One was a drug dealer, and was just like crazy one, really like a homeless guy or something that do like shitting.
Yeah. Are you in touch with any of these people?
No, but
still
one
friends?
of them was like contact with me like until I got up from jail, but like a couple of months after, he was a good guy, like a really bad guy, crazy like a Russian guy. And back there, like they really think I'm crazy, like what I'm connected to the criminal, like I don't have, it's not me, like they got me.
Yeah.
They're the true.
So question, was there any sodomy?
No.
No.
I have got the second luck in jail. In that Jewish cell, it was like, again, the special one, because I said that there was the old guy that took drugs and was a homeless. Because that guy, we got like a laundry and a shower in our room, but all the Arabs, like all other rooms, like most of them, go like a together shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got lucky in there. And I have like the Jews, like really we cover each other's, like there
You
is
had each other's
rules.
back?
Yeah, we have.
So was it like basically Jews versus Arabs? Like
No. We have really close friends, and like there is Arabs that run the business, like the community in what I was, 20 cells.
Yeah.
So there was really good.
Oh, you mean like the guards?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the guards and like there was
Oh,
prisoners.
yeah.
They have a name. I don't remember. Never mind. Like they were in charge, a few people.
Yeah.
And they were good with the Jews, and every day on one cell make a cook like for lunch. And
Yeah.
everybody. So it was good. Like the food is good.
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
is good.
Nice,
And
nice.
there is several rules from the since I got up to jail. I didn't mention it. Rules in jail in Israel that I didn't know. For
Yeah.
example, everything in the room, like with the people in the room, stay in the room. Even he tried to murder you, like for extreme or we have problems, you never tell the guards or anyone. For example, in what happened in my room in the Gilboa, the Ethiopian guy put to another Ethiopian guy in like next room,
Yeah.
lactose like things that do explosive diarrhea,
Yeah.
and like he nearly died from that. Like they come up to the hospital, and then crazy for me, the Ethiopian they do it, tell it to the guard, and the guard just laugh. Like, hey, you deserve it. And
Yeah.
you just yell all night.
After jail, how long were you in jail altogether?
Like 2 months or so. Like 2 months.
In all the different jails?
Yeah.
And then you ended up in house arrest for a year.
Yeah. It's not a year, it's like a half year and a half year together. Because the first half I was at my sister's house.
I believe that equates to a year.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
My mind is like...
Yeah.
And like in the house arrest, you have that people that sign up for you in the court that have with you all the day. In every minute, there is a police that can come to check you. If you don't...
At home?
Yeah, at home. And if you don't at home, everybody that's at site to you, give 10,000 shekels. And of course, they bring you back to the prison.
If you're not at home, everybody that's in the house has to pay 10,000
And more than,
each?
Yes, each,
Yeah.
and more than 20 people sign up crazy amount.
Yeah.
So in the first half year, I was in my sister. It was like more kibbutz.
Yeah.
Chill, and it was good.
Yeah, because a kibbutz is kind of like a village here in Israel.
Yeah.
That's also a topic for another video, but you can walk around the kibbutz.
Yes.
Whereas if you're in a city, you'd have to stay in the actual house, eh?
Yes. So, and the police don't come at all.
Yeah.
But my sister need to get labor, so I moved to my mother in
To work.
Kiryat.
Yeah.
And that was like, mom and son.
Yeah.
And I was getting crazy, and she got crazier. So I started to smoke weed. Like, long story, but I just started to smoke weed. Like in the moment, you know how to roll.
Oh, that was your first time smoking weed?
I smoked one before, but like
Once.
before, like 6 months before. But after that, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like an experience, but
Yeah.
not a habit.
And then you got like addicted to weed when you...
Yes, I got addicted to weed. Like this kind of 6 months was crazy, like 10 grams a week.
Yeah.
It's not the craziest, but for me it was too much.
Yeah.
It broke me. Like I was gotten emotional.
How did the weed make you feel? And were you smoking like sativa or indica?
Both,
Just
like,
some context for people that don't know about weed. Sativa makes you active and indica is like in the couch. It makes you chill.
Yeah. So both of them, but
Yeah.
most of the time, actually just escapism. Just I was happy to see movie, to series, and like to see TV and stuff. But in the time I wasn't smoking, I was like upset and
Yeah. Did you
In
wake
bed
and bake?
nights.
Wake up and boom, turn on it?
yeah. Like the first thing before I wash my teeth.
Wow.
Yeah. I go to the mirpeset, to the balcony, and
Yeah.
it was hard. But for example, to see Shoshnak,
Yeah,
I was watching this movie like before, but with weed, it was like so extreme. This was one of my first satla, how to say it?
Yeah, highs.
Highs, yeah. And I really remember that good.
Satla is an Arabic word as well, no? What does it mean? Also the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. We use lots of Arabic words in Hebrew.
Getting fucked up.
Yeah. House arrest. So you told me that you ran away a couple of times to get laid.
Yeah, 2 times actually. One in the kibbutz and one at my mom's.
Yeah.
And actually a couple of girls, like before I meet, they know, you rob a bank because they Google me. It was like so weird situation to no person. Until our friend, it was weird. But in the last year, every girl that I date, I told her, and usually they're really okay with it. Like,
Yeah.
After they know me, like this is not the first thing they hear.
Yeah.
everything is okay. Everything is cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But when it's really happening, it's so fresh. Everybody, like a lot of my friends, not the close friends, but friends from the other circle, take a couple steps back because of the bank robbery.
Yeah. Well, I guess you found out who your real
Yeah,
friends are,
yeah,
isn't
and
that true?
This is one of the good things actually that happened. Like
That's how I feel right now when people are attacking me. Israelis are attacking me like for showing the Palestinian side during the war. And I've lost a lot of friends, but I'm happy to have lost them because they're not real friends. Plus, I don't want people that don't have compassion for innocent suffering. So after the period in jail, you work different jobs, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And now you want to start a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to be tutoring him with his channel because I've already done it. And what are you going to do in your channel? Tell us.
Like my main goal is, like right now, I feel there is no like a main YouTuber like Israeli one that show like Israel in his life, like how to be seen, like
What about me?
You're all over but you
The
are all
world.
over the world.
Yeah.
I really love Israel. Like this is my life. Like this is really big part of me. Like to be Israeli, and I think to show that like the problems and how to deal and like every day and when you
like
dedicate
just-
to something,
Yeah,
When
you want
learn
to show
stuff-
life in Israel.
Yes, in my perspective,
Yeah.
and like of course in a humor, in a good way, and telling stories.
Cool.
Yeah, to entertain, but also like everybody has the struggles, everybody. So if I can show mine, and if one guy or main guys, but
What do you see yourself doing in 10 years? YouTube
I hope that YouTube still going, not in the same,
format?
same format, like every week or two in a week, like more in one in a month, maybe in 10 years.
Yeah.
And do a workshop for guys, like young guys after the army or before the army that like do something with their life and they're lost.
Like
because-
guide them in life?
Huh?
Guide them in life? Teach
I
them
don't
how to
know.
rob banks?
Yeah.
No,
No. Like, how to know yourself. I think
Yeah.
the moment I rob a bank and I do a lot of things alone, travel, lived alone, a lot of work alone, and lived alone, I know myself more.
Yeah,
And more
yeah.
than I know more myself, I know what I want and what I want to do, and I have a goal. For example, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to link his channel obviously in the description and in the pinned comment. I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
And the only thing I'll tell you is stay consistent. And yeah, man.
Everything ends how you see the world. If you choose to see it in a certain way, you can live it in that way. I know it's like a hard thing, but in the everyday life, it's pretty simple to wake up and decide stuff and do stuff.
Now, thank you for watching. If you want to support the channel, I have a Patreon where I also have a podcast where we do conversations like this. When I don't have the opportunity to do them in real life, then I do them via Zoom or online. You can watch the podcast. I'll try and post weekly over there. And there's also early access to my videos, exclusive videos from Thailand, the Philippines, or whatever. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I love you. Bye-bye.